AITA for telling my mill I'll pay for my wedding myself if she can't respect my few wishes. I 25M will be marrying my fiancée 25F later on this year. I proposed to her a little bit before Christmas and we're aiming for a November wedding. G has two older brothers, only one of which has gotten married, and for one reason or another my mill 68F was not involved in the planning of the wedding at all. She was pretty hurt over this as she's always wanted to help plan her children's weddings, so when we got engaged she offered to pay for most of the wedding, and in return we agreed to let her help with the planning. In my mind, as long as I'm marrying G I'm happy, so I was okay with this. The only thing I'm really sticking to that I refuse to change is what I'm wearing. My mother died when I was very young, and she was the daughter of first-generation Scottish immigrants. My grandparents moved from the north of Scotland in the 60s and my mother was brought up learning about her parents' culture. Since she died, I've had a hard time connecting to that side of my family, and after my grandfather died a few years ago, I decided that I wanted to wear her family's kilt when I get married. I talked about this with my fiancée before we got engaged, because it is an unorthodox idea, but she thought it was sweet and liked the idea. A few days ago, my mill came up to me and told me I'd have to wear a traditional tux instead of a kilt. When I asked her why, she said it went against the view she had of G's wedding, and that the colors of my mother's tartan clashed with the colors she had chosen for the wedding. When I told her that this was pretty much the only thing I'm unwilling to budge on, she brought up how she's paying for most of the wedding and wearing a tux is the least I could do. When I brought this up to G, she echoed the sentiment her mother had made about paying for the wedding. I'm able to pay for it myself, and I told G that I thought she understood how important this connection to my mother was to me, especially because she can't be there, and if she wasn't able to accept that, then I'd pay for the wedding myself. G told me I was being a bit of a dick for being this stuck to what I want to wear, and once my mill heard that I would just pay for the wedding myself, she got really upset because it's always been her dream to plan G's wedding. I'm feeling like a bit of a dick right now and was wondering if I should just wear a standard tux. My family's kilt is really important to me, but this is causing more conflict than I thought it would.